subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
It's getting heavy. Kumi. What's up, Kumi?
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. I I'm a Latino. I'm a Mexican
Okay.
American, so I'm not necessarily African American black, but I could definitely identify with your guys' culture and understand all of the viewpoints you guys are basically saying. But I have just one issue with it, man. The thing is, these the government, the corporate, the bankers, these policies affect all of us, man. So we're really all struggling here at the end of the day and suffering. So I feel like when we think it's just about us, no, dude, it's over everyone. My neighbors who are white, me, I'm Latino, the black man down the street. Y- You see what I'm saying?
Well, the problem is this, sir. One of your biggest organizations for Latino Americans is LULAC. You're familiar with LULAC, right?
I'm not familiar with LULAG. You have to explain this to me so I could
Yeah,
understand.
LULAC, the Latin American, what is that? League, what is it? League, something. It's something. I forgot what the word means, the term means. But LULAC is a Latin American advocacy organization, one of the oldest ones in the country. They've been advocating for Latinos, I think since the 30s, 40s, something like that, for a long time. And that organization infamously said during the civil rights movement, their struggle ain't our struggle. Our struggle is not the Negro's struggle. They went out of their way to distance themselves from us.
I see what you're
You know what I'm saying?
saying. So let me say this in a different perspective
Okay.
then. What I'm trying to say is you got a point here. I understand. But if I could separate myself as a
Yeah.
Latino, even though I am, and just say, hey, I'm just a person in this group of people. I understand that in this group of people that I'm in, you have the president, you have the government, Congress, you have the banks, right? That maintain money supply, and you have the global politics also that they have to maintain. And when you really look at what's going on, they're just using Democratic and Republican policies to make us go against each other, to wild us up, to let us forget about what they're doing overseas in Gaza and in Ukraine, funding wars and genocides to enrich the riches, the white men, the people in power who have money. You know who we're talking about here. We know who we're talking about here. And this is what they've done to make black men, Asian men, Latino men go against each other. And I feel like people just aren't paying attention, like at all. Because be honest, look at what's going on in the state of the world right now. Like we still see what's going on, but we're ignoring it and we're acting like it's not happening.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, because you said as a Latino, we all share the same struggle and we this. The
So ancestrally, no, you have a point. You have a point. But was my race enslaved by the conquistadors? The Europeans? Do the Europeans control the banks now? Yes. So my race is in poverty in Latin America and Mexico and all of these regions. Just how the black man is suffering too. You guys were enslaved also. So I'm not trying to point fingers here, but I'm saying there's obviously a problem. You see what I'm saying? Like everyone can see it.
hmm
I don't know if you can agree with me on that
Well,
or not, to be
here's
honest.
the thing. Here's the thing. As a Latino, you say we all suffered or whatever, but y'all have a Nick Fuentes problem. Fuentes is Latino. That's a Latino last name.
I feel like he's white and he's pretending to be Latino to like
It,
get a fan page or some shit,
oh,
dude.
he's not.
To be
Oh, he's not. He's his family's Mexican. He's a Latino. You got Enrique Terrio, who's Cuban. He was a president of the Proud Boys, which is the white.
yeah.
What?
I'm not
What?
I'm not too familiar with Nick Fuentes, man, so I can't say too much. I'm just saying the big picture here. People
That
aren't really targeting it, so
that's the big picture. What's that one? Is she Colombian? This one Colombian woman who runs on social media with guns, always talking greasy about black folks. She's a Latina Candace Owens. What?
oh shit. The chick from Texas?
Yeah,
Oh, she's a psyop. She's a psyop. She's a psyop.
man. Yeah. And these folks get up here and denigrate us every damn chance they get, man. Hold on, let me get my sister Gia in here. Gia, hop on.
Hey Tariq, how you
I'm good,
doing?
beloved. How are you?
I'm, fair and partly cloudy, but one of the things I did want to bring up, in terms of what he was just talking about, the difference with foundational Black Americans and why they put us at the forefront to these movements is because one of the things is we can't be targeted in the same ways that they can in terms of when it comes to making political statements, when it comes to immigrant groups. If they are caught with making certain stances, they could then be found in bad standing of good moral character, which then affects their immigration status, not only for themselves, but people that sponsor them. The loophole is by having us being the foundation of those movements, it gives them like a scaffolding basically and a level of protection.
Right.
So that's really what it is. And with everything that's going on, for instance, with the issues that are going on in the Middle East, one of the specific problems is that now they have it defined with this new administration, especially if they are supporting Palestine or immigrant groups are supporting Palestine, they're now slapped with being anti-Semitic, which gives them grounds for denaturalization
Right.
and even deportating citizens.
Mhm.
So that is what the big real picture, the real answer to everything is. And I'm gonna just land my plane right there.
Yeah. No, you're still on. That tells you if you're on or not.
Who's talking? Who's talking? Who's talking?
So I listened to the lady. She's very
Yeah.
articulate. I respect what she has to say. Um, I agree with her for the most part, to be honest. But just look at the bigger picture here. Like they're taking all of our tax dollars and they're funding it to do these things to us. So it these civil rights violations, basically, and atrocities overseas, and we know what's going on. So I just wanted to come on here to say that, to be honest.
Okay,
But
let's get
thank
okay,
you.
let me get Eric. What's up?
What's up, Tariq? How you
I'm
doing,
good.
brother?
How are you?
Man, you already know. Just tapping in with you from Milwaukee. I stayed up a little later. You know, the time difference a little crazy. I got to go to work tomorrow, but um, just to keep it quick, one, everything you were saying about Snoop is absolutely correct. I remember watching movies with my parents, and there would be sex scenes. I was a kid. They would literally cover my eyes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't play that, and we don't. Also, I don't like how, and you've talked about this in spaces and places long before this, but they the Democrats or whoever try to tie the LBGTQ struggle with the black with the FBA struggle. They're two separate
Yeah.
things. Um, and I don't know exactly why they do that. I get it, but we're not doing all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not doing all of that. Also, last thing I wanted to say is Buddy didn't know what he was talking about. Whoever the dude was that was just talking, he didn't know what he was talking about because we literally we it is literally a different struggle, and it's almost like they kind of negate the fact that what we went through. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man.
But yeah,
Thank you so much, brother. Two. Let's get two in here. Two. Memes in less time. Whatever your name is. Two. Memes in less time. All right. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. I'm gonna get you out of here. Let's get blessed in here. Blessed.
Hey, happy Friday. You can
I
hear
can hear
me?
you, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just want to make two quick points.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about the Snoop thing as well because I feel like they want us to now do the job and explain that lifestyle to make it also like acceptable for the
Yeah.
kids and stuff like that. I was talking about that to my pastor the other day. And then I wanted to talk about, I don't know if you heard what happened at Lake Winterset,
No, what happened?
where there was a riot out there, because I wanted to piggyback off of what the guy said like maybe two days ago about Rampage Jackson's son,
Yeah.
and like how he should have stopped. But in that Lake Winterset riot they had, it was a bunch of white people. They One dude punched a dude in the water, and then the next dude was just punching him while he head first in the water and stuff like that. And then one dude had it to be reciprocated, and they have a habit of having riots and performing sexual acts at that lake and stuff like that. So they need to really realize to stop trying to say only black culture or try to blame black culture for degeneracy when they also do the same thing.
Right. Right. But thank you for the call, brother. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta look up and see what went down with that riot. All right. Let's get Chris. Chris, hop on in.
Hey, brother Tariq, how you doing
I'm
today?
good. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing good. First thing I want to say was I'm from Biloxi, so I wanted to say, the anniversary of Katrina's upon us, and I wanted to say rest in peace to all of the people who we lost. I definitely lost some people
Oh yeah.
during the storm, so I want to say that.
Okay.
And I also want to ask you something else. Do you think that the delineation problem is strictly because the immigrants haven't ever stood for anything in the country? Like basically, we say like the Latino people kind of want to be white tea, and they fought for that, and then whenever our people got the civil rights, and they decided they want to be brown. So you think that's a part of the delineation because they never stood for nothing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why they're crying.
Yeah. Yeah. People are crying. That's a very good question, man. People are crying and whining because they need us in order for them to come up. They've been needing us to be this undefined, generic African identity so that anything we do, they could claw onto it and they can and transform it to their culture. Law, what's up, Law?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's happening?
Hey, I support everything you say about Snoop. But I also want to talk about what that guy was talking about. Oh, we all struggling. Can you please remind these little white supremacists that we need our reparations and that America, white America, is doing what's called a wealth transfer. They are still paying for their adult kids who are Gen Zs and millenniums. They're still paying their rent, their groceries, their phone bills. They're gifting them houses. They're putting up, they're saving for college. Dude, it is like you say, Tariq. It is time for a reparative justice. They need to cut the check, and this is bullshit. FBA struggle is not white people struggle, or even poor white people struggle. So that's all I had to
Yeah,
say, Tariq. Thank you.
there it is, man. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. All right. We're in here heavy. Let's get G.I. Jew. G.I. Jew in the building.
Hello, hi. Thanks for letting me up, Tariq. When you mentioned that Hispanic that has a Nick Fuentes problem, the truth is that he's actually a problem for the black community as well. I don't know if you saw, but this clip of him ranting about black people and black crime went viral, like 1.3 or 2 million views.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, yeah, I don't know if you've heard of this term. It's called stochastic terrorism. That's what he's doing. He's trying to justify people being racist towards black people, so that he can basically justify lynching black people in mass in America, based on assumptive criminal behavior. It's very easy for a white person to look at a black American and say, well, with the crime statistics with 1350, you must also be a criminal, so therefore I should be able to lynch you because you're black. That's literally what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah, it's very, very dangerous. It's very dangerous to have this white Hispanic sit up here and spew all of that damn anti-black rhetoric, and they let it go viral on social media, and they signal boost that stuff. And black folks, we can't say nothing about no other group. Look at Snoop. Look how they attacked Snoop. Snoop just said, "Hey, I don't want to teach my kid nothing sexual." Then everybody and they damn mama, they're coming out the woodwork to attack Snoop. Nick Fuentes sits up here talking about, yeah, we should be racist towards black people. They're this, they're loud, they're violent, they don't have no. This dude says everything under the sun about us. That alone should be getting us crime bills. You see? But let y'all understand something. Because all of that 1359, look, these white supremacists are projecting. It's a lot of projection. The white supremacists, they love cherry picking instances of black degeneracy and then amplifying them and then blaming black people for the very images that they manipulated and curated. You understand? I want y'all to understand strategic amplification, that's a form of propaganda. See, when the white supremacists, they weaponize the media power to intentionally spotlight the most dysfunctional behavior that comes from black society. They look for isolated cases of violence, crime, vulgarity. You ignore the vast majority of normal and exceptional black life. And see, that creates a skewed reality. And it's designed to feed their stereotypes so it can justify discrimination, just like the caller said. Yeah. Now, the same behavior in white communities, it's framed differently. When white people, they engage in degenerate behavior, like the brother just called up and said there was a white riot somewhere. So there's always an excuse. Oh, kids are going to be kids. Oh, it was the meth. Oh, we got to go after the meth dealers. Oh, it was his father was a drunk. His father didn't love him. It's every excuse in the book. It's treated as individual pathology or some kind of mental illness. They never reflect it as part of the entire cultural group. But yeah, a black person, the minute one black person acts out, it's portrayed as a symptom of the entire race's failure. Just like with Raja Jackson, when he was punching that wrestler, boy, all the white supremacists were online. See the problem with the black community. You see, this is the problem. Low impulse control in the black community. Oh, they try to do the one big Negro thing. They've always done that to justify harming black people collectively. Yeah. And let's be clear, like I said, man, the media, they play a role in that image curation of black degeneracy. See, these white dominated media outlets, they got the power to decide which stories get attention, which stories are going to hit that algorithm and get traction. Yeah, stuff about black excellence, family life, black academic success, black innovation, that's underreported. In fact, they try to discredit it. The white supremacists, like we put out Hidden Colors, the greatest history documentary series ever. And the white supremacists, all they do is try to discredit it. Oh God, there is no white people in there, so it's all pseudo. It's pseudo. No white people verified, none of it. Is that. You think, but beefs and mugshots, street fights, Walmart fights, all of that shit goes viral. That's a that's an intentional curation of degeneracy. And they do normalization through repetition. See, that's psychological warfare, family. Repeatedly showing the same images of black dysfunction. They manufacture a norm that doesn't really reflect reality. But if they show it all the time, they try to make it a reality. See that distorts perception both inside and outside of the black community. Because unfortunately, black folks, you start looking at yourself through the eyes of these dumbass white supremacists. Ooh, we need to do better. Get your ass out the house, fool. Let these folks sit up here and curate degeneracy, and you fall for it. That's the worst part, when black folks start falling for the shit. Yeah. See, yeah, they create a narrative and then they blame the victims. See, once the degeneracy is curated and amplified, the white supremacists then turn around and say, look at you guys. You glorify this. Look at what you're glorifying. No, you're glorifying that. Yeah, you're the one curating and monetizing the dysfunction. And you ain't even from the community. And then they start talking about, they love talking about rap records and all of that. Yeah, the 80% of the audience for rap records are white. So yeah, if they talk about something degenerate in rap records, you're the one soaking it up. You're the one eating it up. Huh? And listen, cherry picking, you can cherry pick things and that can frame any damn group. You can cherry pick degenerate behavior from literally any ethnic group. Like I can go take you down around Chinese people and show, if you show some of the degenerate stuff they do every day, yeah, you can frame a narrative. Yeah. You can show them shipping in fentanyl, shipping in illegal guns, out there doing something strange for a little piece of change at the massage parlors all around. Yeah, we just constantly focused on that and just cherry pick that. Yeah, you could frame a narrative. You can frame a narrative about anybody. Yeah. But see, they frame these narratives about us to justify harming us. See, that's very important to white supremacist culture. See, that the tactic is designed to demoralize and then demonize us. You see. This is why it's very important for us to take control of narratives. See, they want to demoralize us within Black society too. You internalize these stereotypes, that affects people's self-esteem. That affects intra-community trust when Black youths constantly see themselves being portrayed as violent, ignorant, hypersexual, or whatever. Then some of them will start acting in accordance with that because those are the expectations. It's very important that we put the right images in the minds of these children. We give them a balance. That's one of the reasons why I did the Hidden Colors film. That's one of the reasons why I put out children's books. That's one of the reasons why we have things like the Hidden History Museum, where kids can come on down and be around constructive Black folks and a constructive, independent Black institution to see powerful images of Black people. You dig? It's very important for them to see that. See, the ultimate goal is cultural containment with these people. See, by defining Black identity through this curated degeneracy, see, the white supremacists, they limit how the world perceives Black people. They try to, but we still break out and we show what we really are like. But what they want to do, they want to control our image, and then in turn, they control the opportunities and then undermine political unity, and they undermine our legitimate calls for justice and reparations and institutional reform. So they always have to show degeneracy to say, hey, they don't really deserve nothing. So we have to control narratives, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we have to control narratives. Because listen, Black degeneracy, that's an algorithmic priority. The algorithms prioritize that. Boy, right here on X, you can't say nothing. A Black person, we can't say nothing about white people like that. We damn sure can't say nothing about Asians. You can't say nothing about LGBT. Look at Snoop. You can't say nothing about nobody if you Black on Twitter. But boy, they got the N word. Boy, they call us everything besides the child of God on here. It'll never get censored. They be talking about killing Black folks on Twitter, and folks reported, they're like, hey, there was no violation here. Freedom of speech. Yeah. So yeah, if you show too many videos of white people getting whooped on, we're gonna have to put a community note on that. Oh no, we got to put a community note on it. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. Anything showing degrading images of Black people, boy, they let it go viral. They make sure it goes viral. Yeah. Because see, black dysfunction is pre-associated with entertainment. So the platforms, they feed that content for clicks, even when it violates community guidelines. Yeah, black degeneracy, they'll show that all damn day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, white and Asian content, you say something about them, that shit is shadow banned or removed. And black pain is profitable. You know, from slave movies to crime docu-series to fight compilation videos online. You know, the suffering or dysfunctions of black people, that's a money-making genre. That's where the money is. And platforms and media companies, they quietly encourage that content because they know it keeps engagement high. And when black creators speak critically about white supremacist systems, that becomes too controversial. Family, there's a reason why my YouTube channel has been at what, 200, around 250, 60,000 subscribers for years. Come on now, my stuff has been stuck at around 250,000 subscribers on YouTube for years. I should have been well over 2 million subscribers, well over. But what they do, they actually unsubscribe people behind my back. A lot of people tell me they have to resubscribe to my channel. So they unsubscribe people to my joint. So they do little behind the scenes stuff to kind of stop the influence when we're talking about dismantling white supremacy and bringing some damn justice. Yeah. Yeah. Platform guidelines are definitely enforced unequally. Yeah. They claim to have neutral content policies, but they enforce them unequally. Yeah, when black users critique racist or degenerate behavior in other communities, boy, they start shadow banning. They don't let nobody see it. They do all types of stuff. Yeah, when I go in on the white supremacists, boy, they the community notes pop up real fast. Yeah. So that's what it is. Let me get some more folks in here. Y'all raise those hands, family. Everybody raise those hands because we are in here heavy. And give me another retweet, people. Give me another retweet. Let's get Denny Hector. His name is Hector. I see Brooke and Sister. I see Sister Brooke down there. I see Brother McHale down there. What's happening?
Root work